Blockbusters. You are listening to the Triple B Podcast. Let's fucking go.
Welcome back to another episode of the Triple B Podcast, Bourbon Belts and Blockbusters. I'm Tim.
I'm Ryan.
And we're here to talk about some bourbon, talk about some wrestling, and talk about some blockbusters.
We sure are.
We are.
We're here for it.
I'm so ready for it.
Hell yeah.
Let's get right into it.
I'm
excited about this cocktail.
Yeah, dude.
Ryan, this was yours.
Yeah, so we got the old Kentucky Sunrise. It's a very simple almost said,
Not almost.
I don't know what I was saying. It is a simple cocktail. It is, I almost said concept, but then I was still saying cocktail. It just came out cock. It's a very simple cock. Anyways, it's only 3 ingredients. It is bourbon. We used last week's bourbon from my cash-in, the Common Law Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, the old 100 proof. It is fresh squeezed orange juice in this bad boy and a grenadine, which gives it this nice. I stirred mine. Timmy's still looks like the nice
a sunrise.
Sunrise, right? It's got the dark to the light. Looks good. But yeah, that's it. I did 1.5 ounces of bourbon, 2 ounces of orange juice, and a half ounce of grenadine.
I'm excited. Let's get to it.
Let's rock. I would recommend stirring it, Tim, but to each his own. Yep. Finger it. Finger blast it.
Stirry.
Stirry. Love it. There. Ooh. Love it. All right, here we go. Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
stirring it was key.
Yeah, I think
stirring
so.
it was key.
Yeah. It's a early morning episode. This is a good brunch cocktail for sure. I mean, I would sip on it all time of the day, but makes for a good brunch one. And
that's really good.
If it was any warmer today, they would be so refreshing.
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
It's simple, like you said. You get every little flavor in there. I really like it. I'm going with 9.5.
Okay. I put my fingers down. I was going with a 9.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, we're right in the same ballpark there. I like to do that just to see how close we are. And then it's on camera that we didn't talk about this beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 9.5, a solid 9.25 average there.
Yeah.
It's a really just classic cocktail. It's good.
I think like you said last week, the bourbon would make a good cocktail bourbon, and it really does. You still get it in there. It has a little kick to it, and it lets you know it's there.
For sure.
But it's not overpowering.
Curious, yeah, exactly. I was curious with how it was going to work with being 100 proof in such a light ingredient. None of the ingredients in this are like overpowering either.
Yeah.
Right? So I was curious how it was going to roll, and they blend together really well. Like you said, you get a good combination of the taste of the bourbon, you get the OJ, the sweetness from the grenadine, a little bit of that pomegranate. So
I like it a lot.
Hell yeah. Over on our socials, you can find us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and TikTok at TripBPod. Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. You can find us, Triple B Podcast, Bourbon Belts and Blockbusters, and also our Gmail, triplebpod619@gmail.com. Shoot us an email. Give us ideas of things you want us to cover, cocktails, bourbons you want us to try, wrestling moves you want us to attempt, all sorts of things, right? Movies, shows you want us to talk about or review. Hit us up. Let us know.
Going over to the bourbon talking points of our show, we got the fact check. This is my fact check.
Hey.
And actually, it was a pretty clean episode.
Yeah!
Really?
That's what we like to hear.
There was not much until we got to Street Fighter, to be honest. And that's where a bunch of questions started kind of coming up, and it's more clarification.
And I was just saying, I like kind of fact checked myself on a couple things, because I know there was a couple of guys that I didn't think were in the 1994 or whatever
94.
It was that were character wise. So I found that out because Dalsum was just cast for the new one.
Yes. And he was in the
94
one.
Yeah. And so was Victor Saget.
Yeah. And one of my fact checks was, so was Vega.
Yeah, Vega was in it too, right?
He's been in every live action.
Yeah, he's been in every live action.
So that's my bad.
That's funny.
All right, so getting right to it, just for clarification, you said it came out in the 90s and kind of didn't release, but the Fantastic Four movie it released in 94, as well as the Street Fighter movie.
Mm-hmm.
Halfway point to Mania is in October. We did allude to October, but just want to clarify, October 18th is the halfway point to WrestleMania. Just clarifying, the school in Wednesday is, in fact, Nevermore, not Evermore. It's Nevermore. E. Honda, you said it was an actor who is a wrestler. That wrestler is Hiroki Goto. So I'm just picking that out. He's from New Japan. Mm-hmm. We talked about, you thought Akuma, this was his first time being in a Street Fighter movie. It is, that I could find. And then where does the paper take place? I said maybe Minnesota. It's Toledo, Ohio.
Okay, so it's still Ohio.
Yeah.
Right, because Scranton. Scranton was...
No, that was Pennsylvania.
That's right.
Yeah.
Scranton was Pennsylvania.
So, different
Ohio.
state.
Okay.
Toledo, Ohio. And that was it. It was literally a clean episode.
Heck yeah.
I like it.
I like it too.
That was probably my lightest one.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
And that brings us over to our weight loss journey.
Yeah.
Journey check-in number 25.
Yes, it is.
Ryan, what do you got for me?
I still kind of just bouncing off of what I said last week, just kind of as my catch up from the week before being gone. Still just feeling the ramifications of the 2 weeks of essentially being gone on vacation and or eating astronaut food up in the woods. And so I'm 215. So I'm a few pounds up from what I was, 3.5 pounds up or whatever. But that's a lot better than it was when I weighed myself the night I got home. That weighed me at like 222, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like 11 pounds up. I was like, what the hell? There's no way. And that was just all circumstantial and whatnot, water weight and just late in the day and everything. So was a little disappointed that I wasn't able to knock a little bit off, because I did get back on track this week, but it was only 1 week, and things take time. So I'm still sure it's still probably partially circumstantial, and I'll be able to hop back down hopefully by our next, maybe not back down to 211, but at least closer by the next checkpoint. So yeah, like I said, challenges were obviously those 2 weeks.
Yeah, for sure.
And then just successes where I got back to it 4 times this week, was up on my feet every day. I think I got, over 15, if not over 20,000 steps every day this week. Yeah. So I was up moving a lot. We're going from place to place, walking around a lot, farmers markets, fairs, just going on walks, whatever it is. Yeah. And one thing I would like to, I need to get back to more of is running again. Mm-hmm. I ran, I ran the 10K that one day. Then I did the bear run. Then, I ran like 2 miles on the treadmill each time I worked out while we were in Hawaii, which that's still solid. Yeah. But, and then I ran 2.5 miles on Wednesday or whatever it was. But that was the first one back in essentially 2 weeks. So yeah, I was like, all right, I'm going to stop at 2.5, because it has nothing to do with my cardio either. That's the thing. It was my fucking knees were killing me. Yeah. So then I was like, usually once you start the run, you're in pain. Yeah. But then it kind of levels out.
Yeah, levels out.
It didn't, there was no leveling of this for me. It was the entire time I was just hurting, and I was just like, okay, I was like, I hit 2.5. I'm fucking calling it. I'm going to walk back the rest of the way, because I was hurting. Yeah. So, just getting back to it.
Good.
Yeah. What about you?
Good. Well, for successes this past 2 weeks, last week was a very good week for workouts. because I knew I was going on vacation this week.
Yeah.
And so had a lot of solid workouts last week. This week got my 3 in, got my minimum in, but with it being vacation, made a lot of food decisions this week. And
hey man, it happens.
But it was worth it, and that's what this whole journey has been about, is just being able to enjoy those moments and kind of just tweak some things when you come back from it, right? And so really have enjoyed some good food this week. I haven't like gone crazy amounts or anything. I definitely kept portions in control, made better choices of what I was eating, but still enjoyed myself. And so I am down to 218. So I did lose a pound, but I think that was mainly from the week before. This week it's been kind of climbing back up, and I've been watching it. So lost a pound altogether. I'm down 44.9 pounds from the start of this journey. We got 1 month till it's been 1 year is when we hit the 1 year mark since we started this, and we're right there at our goal.
You think we can get it?
I think we can. That'd be
pretty cool if we could get. I didn't even fucking think about that.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
Two more check-ins.
2 more check-ins
is when we get there. So I think we can do it.
I got like 5 to 6. You got 8.
Yeah.
I think we can do that.
I think so.
I definitely think we can do that.
Just don't beat yourself. Don't beat your body up, and and just if we don't, we're still right there. At a year.
Yeah, for sure.
We've done it. I think, like we talked about at the beginning of this, it's not all at once.
It wasn't.
We didn't
do it. We didn't do a crash. We've been doing it slow and steady, and we've been doing it smart. Yeah, which I think is part of what has helped. When we have strayed off a little bit, we've been able to keep it,
within
within a few pounds.
Yeah,
right. It hasn't. It's not like if it would have been a crash thing and then I did a 2-week thing, it would have been like
you've been
15 pounds back, like no problem.
Exactly.
So
yeah, man.
All right, dude.
I'm stoked, man. We're crushing it.
We're both in the teens.
Yeah, and
we were both over. Just baseline over 240. Yeah. When we started this, you were over 260 when we started this, and we're both in the teens, dude. So
hell yeah, man.
It's awesome.
That brings us over to
belts.
Let's go, Ryan. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I'm talking about Raw this week, Tim, and we got a few things. I'm going to start it with 2 relatively negative things. Okay. And I'll end it with 2 positive things. Okay. Lyra winning. I don't like it. I think it was the wrong move. I think that was the wrong choice. We've already seen this now multiple times. We haven't seen Bayley Becky one-on-one for a title in a long time. Mm-hmm. SummerSlam for the IC, the women's IC, like, how does it not make sense to have it be Bayley versus Becky? Mm-hmm. And now you're going to have Lyra versus Becky with now probably what my only assumption is Lyra's probably going to win the match and win the title back. And it just doesn't make sense to me. It makes no sense. I went in watching that match. I was like, oh, this is a shoo-in. Bayley's winning this match. And if she didn't, it wasn't like a pleasant surprise. I was irritated. I was kind of angry because I was like, what the fuck are we doing, man? Yeah. We're just getting the same shit over and over and over again, and it's in multiple different facets of the shows too. We're just repeating the same fucking things. Mm-hmm. Like, give us something that is old but new right now, right? And that's Bayley versus Becky. Yeah. That's a long-running rivalry, and we haven't seen it in a while. Yeah. I mean, I know we had the match, but I mean, like, without any issues, without interference, with it being an actual clean match, that give us that. And
do you? Yeah, because I'm like tweenering on it because it's helping Lyra build up because like she's a great wrestler, and when she got to the main roster, it started off slow, but now the crowd is starting to get behind her. And I think it's obviously because of what's happening with Becky and then adding Bayley. Yeah. So, like, I see maybe that they're just trying to build her up, and this is, like, the culmination. But to your point, and what we talked about in the previous, we want Bayley versus Becky.
Yeah.
Do you think it becomes a triple? I know they already got a triple threat match going on with Rhea, Io, and Naomi. Do you think this one becomes a triple threat?
I don't think you can, because they just did that.
Yeah,
they literally just did that.
Just did it.
Saturday Night's Main Event.
But it just
right, or Women's Evolution.
Where I have the qualm with it is just Becky takes Bayley out of Mania.
Mm-hmm.
We get that reveal. Bayley goes on the attack. She gets one match that ends in DQ because Lyra gets involved. So their feud is not over.
Yeah.
It's not over. Like, why? Like, SummerSlam was the perfect spot for it, and it just didn't happen. So I get the frustration.
And again, the way the triple threat match ended,
it's set up
with she cleanly hits the Rose Plant on Lyra, takes Lyra out of the match. Lyra's now out of the equation.
Yeah.
And then Becky hits the sneaky roll-up pin to win the match and steal it from Bayley. It sets it up perfectly to continue that Bayley versus Becky.
Yeah.
Having Lyra win this match makes zero sense.
Yeah.
And then this kind of immediately jumps into my next talking point, because it's happened in multiple different spots here. But I said losing and immediately getting put back into title opportunities is crazy out of hand right now. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's not a title shot, but it was booked as one with the women's tag match that we just got on Raw. Mm-hmm. The Kabuki Warriors against Judgment Day, right?
Yeah.
And if they were booking that as, if they win this, then they'll be right there for a title chance in the near future. It's like they just fucking lost a 4-way tag match for the titles literally the day before.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are we doing? The women's Intercontinental, right? Like, they both now, like we said, it sets up Bayley versus Becky. But why is Lyra right back in this?
Yeah.
Like, Lyra and Bayley, realistically, should both have been the back of the line now.
Yeah.
Like, Becky has now beat both of them multiple times, and right? So, and then Penta, Jay, and Punk all in the gauntlet match for the number one contendership at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
They've pretty much all done nothing but lose recently.
Yep.
Right? Whether we agree with them losing or not is beside the point, but that's what's been happening, and now we get all three of them in a gauntlet match for a title opportunity, and one of them actually wins it.
Yep. Yep.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could take it a step further with the tag situation on SmackDown too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, now there are only so many tag teams, but still, then maybe we shouldn't have so many fucking multi-team tag title matches that end with only one team winning, and then we don't feel like it's just an immediate turnaround of, we've already seen this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm good with the result, and I don't know if you have that as a thing or not, but with the one on SmackDown, but maybe we'll talk about it. But yeah. So, but still, it's just the whole concept of all of it. It's just happening so much right now that it's just like, when are we gonna move on to some new people? Yeah, the Women's Intercontinental. What are we doing?
Who is there to defend it against on Raw?
I guess, yeah.
I mean, like, if you just look at the landscape,
but I mean, then who's the U.S.? Who's the women's U.S.?
It's Julia. She just won it.
Before
Night of
Champions. She won it a couple weeks ago. The
SmackDown, just a couple weeks ago.
Right? Has she defended it?
Nope.
She
was in the Battle Royal at Evolution.
I was gonna say, she was in the Battle Royal at Evolution. That was it.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are we doing? I don't know.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's gonna end up probably being Zelina. Chelsea or Zelina back in it again for that. So
yeah,
I don't know. It's a lot of just like, we continue to reward, and I mean, you talked about it a couple weeks ago with Liv, right?
Yeah.
Like Liv immediately lost and then or like she came back, lost, and then was immediately put in
the
shot.
qualifying.
Yeah, the qualifier for Queen of the Ring or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what the hell? Now she didn't win that, so it ended up working out, but it's still just the fact that they're in the match for the shot. Like,
yeah, it's happening a whole lot.
But that brings me to my next one, which is a good talking point, and is that the gauntlet match was fucking dope.
It was.
The gauntlet match was awesome. It was a great fucking showing for Braun Breaker to go all the way through. You know, there were a couple things in it that I was kind of like, I don't really know how if I like that or not. Just with the people that are in that match, excluding Penta, because Penta's not that.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
He's not the same level as the other 4 guys that were in that match, right?
Yeah.
But so I'm good with Penta being in first and losing, but then it kind of made Jay and LA Knight look not great.
I agree.
Right, especially Jay being like, because like at least Braun and LA Knight, it was like an elongated segment of that match. It wasn't like a squash. So like, that was solid, right? Jay, there was the interference, and so like you can give him that, but everything that has had to do with Jay since he lost the title has been interference.
Yeah.
Like almost every single match he has been in since he lost the title outside of the King of the Ring finals or semis, I guess, against Cody has ended in some form of interference, disqualification, no, like, you know, draw, whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
except for this match with Cody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Except for that match,
Yeah,
except for the semis match with Cody for King of the Ring.
Right. Yeah,
that's the. I want to say almost all other matches he's been in have been either him interfering or getting interfered with. Right.
Yeah. No,
so it's still just not a great look there, but all around the match was very entertaining. It was, and gauntlet matches are not typically like my favorite thing. I'm usually just kind of like, all right, whatever. Like you kind of know who's gonna win. I actually thought they were pushing Braun to win this.
I thought so too.
So to have CM Punk come out and on top and win this was actually surprising to me, because I was like, Punk versus Gunther.
Yeah.
That's an interesting match.
Yeah. And they kind of like did their little like face off in the ring when the whole Seth Rollins came out.
Yeah, well, the Punk shoved him to the ground and everything.
Exactly. Yeah. So I could see it. But do you think it's conspiracy is that Seth Rollins is not really that injured and he messes with Punk at SummerSlam and cashes in there?
Oh. Could.
Like maybe the injury was real in the match, but it's not as bad as they think. And he's telling everyone it's going to be long time and SummerSlam.
Heyman just leaned into it on Raw with he has 9 months or whatever it was to.
What if that happened? That'd be crazy.
That would be.
And it would just fit right into screwing Punk out of the title. As long as he's breathing, he's not going to allow him to have the title.
Do you think he lets Punk win it and then cashes in?
Yeah, because that would generate the most heat is Punk getting the title, taking it away.
It would either be that or Punk's about to win it and he cashes in and steals the win from Punk. Yeah. Like literally. Like kind of what I said about Becky to Bayley, right?
I'm making up scenarios in my head that
I like it.
It would be a cool idea.
Yeah.
My other qualm with this gauntlet is, when did they become no DQ?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I feel like they need to distinguish, like, be consistent about rules, or just say this is
I thought the same thing. I was like, okay, so he literally just DQ'd Braun, and then Michael Cole, remember, this is a gauntlet match. It's no DQ. I was like, since when was a gauntlet match no disqualification?
And then,
but all right,
whatever. If it is no DQ, Why aren't they using weapons?
Yeah, why are they pulling more shit out?
Why are they not doing more no DQ stuff if it's a no DQ? That was I loved the match. It was good.
Yeah.
But when he said the no DQ, I was like,
it definitely
when is this been a no DQ?
And it definitely throws some wrenches into things because you're looking at it like, what the hell?
Yeah.
If it is, since when is it no DQ? And if it is no DQ, then why are they not doing the things that generate no DQ?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. And finally on Raw, the return of the OTC.
Oh, yes.
Right? We get Roman returning, which was complete shock to me.
Yeah.
Was not expecting that. The every time either the MFTs or the Seth Riders are on the screen, the crowd is chanting OTC.
Yeah.
And this was no different. So you're just not paying any attention to it at that point. You're just like, the crowd's chanting what they want to chant. And then all of a sudden this music hit and I was like, oh shit. Okay, here we go. And it was a pretty dope moment. He just comes out, clears house.
Yeah.
And then you get the, kind of reunion of him and Jay, and then a little bit of a stare down between Punk and Roman, but then they all kind of, they all stand together at the end to finish it. The one thing I have with this, and it kind of continues on from the last talking point, which has been nice. All of my talking points have really just blended right together. I do think that the Roman return was dope. Not sure how I feel about the timing of it.
Yeah.
Definitely felt weird and a little awkward. It coming immediately after Seth gets hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, maybe this was the original plan and Seth was supposed to be there and all that, but he did get hurt and so he couldn't be, and they just followed through with it. But even then, it's kind of like, probably, I don't know. It feels like Seth needed to be there.
Yeah.
It felt kind of just like, without it being Seth there for Roman to return.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was a cool moment, but I also I don't care for the timing of it because I feel like it would have been bigger and better if Seth was there. And I get if he is hurt and they want Roman back for, obviously he draws numbers and everything, but at some point it might be worth pivoting. We're used to Roman being away for extended periods of time. This is a very short period of time for what we're used to with him, what we're accustomed to.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's only been 2 months.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Right?
Since WrestleMania, the day after WrestleMania. So 3
months? Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. It all just seemed kind of, it was awesome, but it also seemed kind of weird.
Yeah, I agree. I think maybe it got done early to bring in someone to fill Seth Rollins' shoes. Because you take him off of Raw, and we've talked about how Seth is Raw right now. Yeah. Like, he's the drawing point to the show, and so maybe they did have to pivot early, but I do agree. I think if, like, this whole thing centers around Seth Rollins, Roman's, being out, so you'd think he would have to be part of that. So I guess this is just the first step and a pivot, probably, is my guess. So, but damn, the crowd blew up, and he has that aura, man. He the music hit, you're just like, fuck yes.
Like, even about
to go down.
Even I was like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go. I'm here for it. And he came out just on fucking fire, just rocking and rolling, and I was like, all right, I like it.
I like when Punk was like, no, you're not gonna help me up. Like, put it. I like that part. So yeah.
What you got for SmackDown?
I don't have a lot of good things about SmackDown. I think they're in this transition of getting used to being back to 2 hours again, and it just felt so rushed and very little going on. I will try to give it credit because it opened with, and my first talking point is like a car accident and what's going on. You got Tongaloa just bleeding from the forehead. SUVs crashing into each other. Like, oh, got a little mystery going on throughout the night, but it just kind of happened so quickly. The police officers were very bad actors.
Terrible. I'm wondering. were they actually police officers
I don't
that they
think
got to do this, and that's why they were so bad at it? Or
maybe
that's what I was wondering, because I was like, if these are actually
like wrestling talent, usually
talent
those
used
roles
for it, then they are actors, and you would think you'd be better at that job, right? That's what it made me be like, I wonder if they actually did get police officers, to fill this role, and that's why it was so.
And they were just
awkward.
a little nervous,
because they're not actors, right? So like that would make sense as to
But I mean, it made for a little interesting, but then it just, I don't know, it just happened so quickly. Like, oh, there's Jacob, take him away. Like I thought that could have been more of a scene of him getting arrested, and then and drawn out later, because like when Stone Cold would get arrested at the beginning, it'd be the end of the show. He comes out. It was like the closing segment, kind of thing. So thought that was a little weird, but then this is all leading to U.S. Championship match at SummerSlam in a cage match with Solo and Jacob. Match should be really good because Jacob's in it.
Yep.
Solo's in a lot of cage matches though. Like he was in one at SmackDown, and
Cody,
it just they're bringing the cage match back too much, I think, right now. It was gone for a while, and then it's just been used a lot recently.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I'm not usually one to hate on a cage match stipulation. It just seems like they're leaning into it a lot recently, but it was a pretty cool brawl between all four of them. I was expecting someone to come out. I don't know who at that point, but it just felt like it kept on waiting for someone to come help Jimmy and Jacob, but it never came. But I'm excited to see what happens with Hikuleo Tala Tonga, because that guy has kind of that same aura that Jacob was having when he first got on the scene.
For sure.
Not as crazy, but dude has an aura with him. So
I was, when I was watching it, I was like, all right, Jacob's back. Here we go. And then he starts, and I'm like, where the fuck did Jimmy go? I'm like, he was there when Jacob got out, and then Jacob was walking to the ring, and Jimmy just disappeared. I was like, what the hell is going on? I was like, this makes no sense. And then all of a sudden he hops up from behind. I was like, oh, he went around. He's doing a little sneak attack. So I was like, okay, I'm good with that. But at first I was like, what? I was like, what is this? Jimmy's just like, hey, welcome back, dog. Go get him. And then he just leaves. I was like, what?
And I was thinking the same. I was like, was this pre-recorded? Because like, how did he get? And then because they did a continuous shot of him going out, and I was like, oh no, it's not pre-recorded. And then and then he got around. I was like, oh, that's cool.
It happened when, was it Tala first? Was that Night of Champions when Solo won it? Yeah. So when Tala first debuted, JC was out there interfering and everything, and I thought then I was like, where the fuck's Jimmy at?
Yeah.
It's not like they took Jimmy out. It's like, where the fuck's Jimmy? Why is he not out here at least to help? Whether it doesn't have to change the outcome, but at least be out there. Yeah. Come out, get beat up too, and then Tala or whatever, Yeah. Like, so that didn't make sense. So then that was last night. I was thinking that again. I was like, okay, so he just greets him getting back from the cops and then just disappears. I was like, what the hell is going on? Yeah. Where's the consistency? But then obviously it turned out good. So.
Yeah. Next talking point, we got Royal Bliss going for the tag titles at SummerSlam. And this, my qualm with it just takes a ask for the title shot, and they get it after losing in a match.
I forgot about that one. That was another one.
So it's funny you brought that up, because I was like, what are we doing here? Am I glad that it's them going for the women's tag titles? Absolutely. I think that what they're doing on SmackDown, it actually has me invested in a women's tag team. It's good. It's really, they've grown on me a lot in the past few weeks, and we've been talking about that. And their just segment before the singles match was pretty good. So I'm excited for it, but also like, why do they deserve a title shot?
Yeah.
Because it's Charlotte Flair. She gets what she wants, apparently.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Maybe Nick Aldis wouldn't have said yes, but it was Pierce that she went to.
Yeah,
so
makes sense.
So
and
he's
did
a
they explain
pushover.
why Pierce was filling in?
Just
they keep doing that.
Yeah, it's just random weeks where they just fill in. I don't get
weird.
it.
Also, when the fuck's Pat McAfee coming back?
I know.
Horse shit.
Yeah, he says he needs cool his jets and everything. He's a busy man. I get it, but he's been gone a long time.
Yeah.
Been gone a long probably SummerSlam. That's when he comes back, maybe, and then comes back for that full slate of things.
Put Corey Graves on SmackDown and get rid of Wade Barrett. He's so fucking bad. Like, bounce it. I could watch this on repeat for 10 hours. You're fucking creepy. You're turning into Jerry Lawler. And this is not an era of time of which you want to turn into Jerry Lawler of the 90s.
No.
Like, what the fuck?
Nope.
Anyways.
Next talking point, the Fatal 4-Way Tag match for the number 1 contender. Solid match. Really good match. But it seems like repetitive storyline going on. A new tag team shows up in SmackDown. They're the ones that get the title shot. And Phoenix and Andrade win this. They just got put together.
Literally happened. Motor City Machine Guns debuted in their second match, won the titles or whatever it was.
Fraxium
got a title match immediately. Now Andrade and Rey Fenix. And
even the White Six. I mean, I'm excited for it, but again, just come back and get it. It's repeating, and you got this whole, and we know next week I'll be shocked if that ends in a pin count.
Oh yeah,
because there's just so much commotion going on. So it's gonna be one of these just rinse and repeat storyline that we've been getting with this tag division on SmackDown. Yeah. I love the tag division. They got a lot of good teams going on, but they're not doing a lot with it.
Yeah, they're not utilizing it properly, for sure.
Yeah, so
I agree.
So, again, another qualm, but the match was really good.
Yeah, the match was awesome. And I'm good with it being Andrade and Rey Fenix winning just because we've had so many multi-team matches that now it feels a little stale. Mm-hmm. Right? I think they've done too many multi-team matches or having so much interference while they're all involved that it's like having this fresh team involved does feel nice. It's refreshing. But I also get what you're saying too, where it's like they are on this like rinse and repeat thing with just a new team.
Yeah. I felt a little better when I found out it wasn't for a SummerSlam title match. It was for next week. So
yes, except for the fact that the titles, the tag titles, almost never get defended on fucking PLE.
That's true.
It's like, but okay, I get what you're saying with that too. But on the other side of it, why is it always the tag matches that are defended on the Go Home show?
True. And I have a feeling whatever happens next week is what's going to set up SummerSlam's match, because now we're 2 weeks out.
To SummerSlam.
True.
It's like those guys, if anything, those guys deserve to be on the PLE because they always, even with the repetitive storylines and all stuff, they put on such great fucking matches. Yeah. All of them. Mm-hmm. Everybody involved, including Pretty Deadly. They put on great fucking matches. Where the fuck's Pretty Deadly been?
That's true.
They haven't been involved in this for the last couple weeks now.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Last segment of the show. Cody Rhodes, John Cena segment, contract signing for their SummerSlam match, and get a pretty heated Cody Rhodes, and just talking about his tweet the other day, don't flinch, thank you for everything, blah, blah, blah. And he went into more detail about how he doesn't flinch. He didn't flinch when he tore his pec, but he did at WrestleMania. I wish he went into a little more detail about why John Cena was the one he flinched, because he didn't flinch with KO, who's one of his best friends. Yeah. Didn't flinch with Randy Orton, who's, again, one of his best friends, but John Cena is the exception. So it gives something to this part of the storyline, which I'm here for, but I just wish he went into a little more detail why it was John Cena he did flinch against. Cena coming out saying he's emotionally drained, was good comedic relief, but also it's like the second coming of their feud from WrestleMania. Is it that time for comedy to be in this? Like, we should get big heel Cena, like just more heelish Cena, and we didn't really get that.
Yeah,
but but it kind of it ended fine on the night, I will say, because then Cody was just like, no, and like went after him and then did the awesome splash through the table, looked pretty brutal, and then forced his signature on it. It angered Cody and pushed him to that point. So I do like how it ended. I was just like, it was okay for me. The comedy side of things.
I think, because I don't think it was like over the top comedy or anything. Like, I think it was Cena playing the heel, but playing the heel in a very coy, almost playing possum type way.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know that it was like, I do feel like this is the type of thing that you're going to get from a heel Cena, right? I don't think you're going to get you're not going to get a cerebral assassin type heel.
I guess that's just what Cena, I want.
Right? Like, I know, but I just don't think you're going to get that, because this whole thing has been kind of just like toying.
Yeah.
Since he turned heel, right? It's like everything he's doing is an FU to the crowd. It's an FU to just what the meaning and purpose and the legacy of what the industry is and everything, right? So,
true.
That was him saying that he's emotionally and physically drained and he can't possibly compete at SummerSlam. Like, I feel like that is the continuance of the build of the heel turn for him, like it or not.
Yeah.
I thought that the rest of it was solid. I wish Cody would not always just scream into the microphone, though.
Yeah.
That part I think bothers me, because like it's like Vince, like just always yelling, right? And a straight fight. Like, it was just like you could have just easily said that calmly, and I think it would have come across better.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, like, hey, John, you forgot to read the fine print.
Yeah.
This is a street fight now.
It would have fit more in that part, for sure.
Yeah, like, instead of screaming,
playing coy and
just,
like,
I don't know. And like, every time Cody has the microphone now, he's just like very aggressive, passionate, yelling.
Yeah.
And it's like, to a point, there's moments for that, but you need to have like the build-ups and the come-downs also. It can't always be that level.
Maybe that's why the Cena part didn't come off, is because Cody was yelling into the mic before Cena came out, and so I'm excited for the match. Hopefully it's better than the WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It's a street fight, so
it's a street fight, so it's probably not going to be.
So we're gonna get Travis Scott again.
Yeah, right. Probably.
But yeah, that's what I got.
Maybe we'll get The Rock, and maybe Stone Cold will come out.
Yeah,
Stone Cold he's got on record saying if Cody needs him again, he'll be there.
There we go. Banger of the week, Ryan. What do you got?
I said even with the timing issue, slight timing issue, or whatever you want to call it, I still said that the return of Roman Reigns was I think the banger of the week. I thought it was pretty dope. It just felt good. It had me hyped. It was like the one thing this week in wrestling that actually like had me hyped up.
Yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot of that. And yeah, I don't know. Just it had me just kind of popped off, right?
Yeah.
And so even like I said, with the timing of it seeming kind of weird just because of the fact that Seth's not there now, and that would have been the thing that you would have thought would have made the most sense for him to return to go against Seth. Okay.
Yeah.
But it was still a really cool moment. The crowd was hot for it, and I don't know. I liked it.
I like that one too. I went with the third fall in the Bayley Lyra match. That part of the match was incredible. It just the first two falls are just throwaway falls. It typically is quick quick roll-ups, quick
I was
tap
curious
outs.
if the final fall was going to be a roll-up pin, though, too.
I
was going to say, oh, cool. So it's a best out of 3, and all 3 falls were roll-up pins. Let's fucking go. That's what we need and want.
I don't typically like 2 out of 3 falls just because it always goes to the third fall, even though third fall is usually really good. And in this case, it was the banger of the week for me. I thought that it was a incredible match, and whether the result was the right one or not, it caught me on the edge of my seat, and the announcers were into it. It just it was like momentum carrying over from Evolution.
Yeah.
And the first hour and a half was all women of WWE on the show. So it felt like a carryover. For better or worse. And I thought that part of it was just incredible. I loved that match. So.
It was a good match, for sure. It was a good match. All right, we got our belts question of the week this week. I posed this question. I said, what move gets missed, but is still played off as if it was hit, that annoys you the most? I know it's kind of a jumbled wording. Did that make sense, though?
I think so.
I guess I should have stated it this way. What move annoys you the most when it is missed, but they play it off like it was hit?
Yeah.
There you go. That probably sounds better.
Yeah. So this one's kind of a newer one, or maybe I just didn't notice it as much, but when they go to take them out of the ring, like clothesline them out of the ring, and the flow never goes right.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it does. I think they try to do it backwards versus go to the side, which seems to work more. But then they'll go over, and then it doesn't work, and then they go like under the rope, out of the ring. I wish they just played it off better, or just stayed in the ring. If it didn't work, just stay in the ring and fall to the ground or whatever. But I just, that one annoys me. Is just, if you can't do it, don't do it.
Yeah.
And if you can't, just play it off. Just stay in the ring.
And I feel like it's even more so with the women.
Yeah.
Because it happens all the time where like they'll try to do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's only like 3 of you that are tall enough to go over the top rope.
Yeah, exactly.
And one of the 3 that are tall enough to go over the top rope is too fucking big to go over the top rope.
Yeah.
Right? Like, Nia Jax is tall enough, but no one's clotheslining Nia Jax over the fucking top rope.
Exactly.
Right? The other one's Raquel.
Yeah.
Maybe Charlotte.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Rhea. But
borderline.
Yeah, borderline. Yeah. And that kind of goes back. I thought a couple times throughout the shows this week where it was like, why is Rey Mysterio the only one that has figured out to just bounce off the middle rope when he's running the ropes?
Yeah. Exactly.
He's the only one that's not tall enough to hit the top rope that only uses that only goes off the middle rope. They all, like, Roxanne Perez will still try to go off all 3. It's hitting you in the back of the head.
She's shorter than Rey Mysterio.
What are we doing? Yeah, I'm like, what is going on? But that just kind of that same idea, right? Where it's just the poor understanding of your lack of ability to use the ropes.
Yeah,
like that's not a lack of ability. That's not that. I shouldn't say that. It's because it's not a lack of ability. It's just a lack of understanding the physics around.
Yeah,
the ropes are taller than you. Let's do something different.
Yeah.
You physically cannot do what the tall guys can do in these moments.
Exactly.
Like that's just what it is, you know.
Exactly. And I'm not saying it's easy to just fall over the top
I mean,
rope.
you see the guys do it all the time too, right?
But it's just like
they'll go for a clothesline over, and the weight just like the momentum just doesn't carry, and then they come back, and then they have to do it again, which is always even more awkward. Then you just hit it. If it doesn't go, grab them and throw them out.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Just throw them out of the ring.
Like play off the not playing it off well.
Yeah, and we've talked about that in the past. Just like you got to pivot.
Pivot
to a spot, and
you gotta like
falling to the ground and rolling out of the ring is
your
not that.
Entire career is based off improv.
Yeah,
you got to be able to think on your feet in those moments.
Yeah,
and you know that spot's in there. So if that's the case, you guys should have it pre-planned already. Like, hey, if momentum doesn't work, we can't get it over, then we're gonna pivot. I'm just gonna grab you and throw you out.
Yeah.
you know,
or I'm gonna
like that would look way better than going for it, resetting, and then doing it again without any sort of defense. Like, yeah.
What about you?
The one I went with is a long-standing move, but it gets hit so much now, and it's used so frequently, and by fucking everybody does it, and it's a super kick. I
was gonna. I thought you were going either super kick or big boot. So similar moves, obviously.
I think the thing with the super kick that bothers me the most is the super kick is a kick, like the actual super kick, not just like some Oscar kicks or something that like do go to the midsection. Yeah. Right? Like those ones are supposed to do that. But an actual super kick is supposed to be to the chin. Mm-hmm. Right? It's supposed to be catch you right in there.
They're hitting it here.
Yeah.
In the chest.
But then the person taking it is still playing it off like they got hit in the fucking face. And that's the thing that I think annoys me the most. Is like, Sean never missed the fucking kick.
No.
And it's because it was a setup for it. Mm-hmm. You know? Like, did he hit it out of nowhere? Yes, of course. Mm-hmm. But that was his move. Nobody else is doing a super kick when Shawn Michaels was wrestling.
Yeah.
Almost nobody.
Yeah.
Right? Like, very, very few times did you see...
Some of the cruiserweights back in the day, but not a lot.
Like, still, like, very few times did you see super kicks getting used while Shawn Michaels was wrestling.
True.
And so the sample size of it is obviously much smaller then. And that was his finishing move.
Yeah.
You know? It would have been like Bradshaw fucking botching the clothesline from hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, it didn't happen very often because that's his fucking thing. Mm-hmm. Now you have everybody hitting super kicks. Half the people have no fucking business hitting, like, using that as a move anyways. Like, why the fuck is Kevin Owens doing super kicks? Right? Okay. Now, I'll give it to him. He does everybody's moves.
I was going to say.
And he does them all really fucking well. But still, it's like, we have so many people hitting super kicks now, and so now that sample size is way astronomically more, and it's getting not hit astronomically more.
Yeah.
Right. But then it's like, if the move doesn't hit and it's clear and obvious it doesn't hit, don't fucking play it off like it hit you in the face when it clearly hit you in the belly button.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, my chin. They kicked you in the dick. Why are you holding your face?
The ball.
Are you a Baltinian?
To the face.
What is going on? Is this Men in Black? What is happening? I don't know.
That's a good one.
It just really bothers me. And it was one of the women's matches on, I think, Raw is the thing that made me think of this.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck? It was, I think, who did Roxanne Perez? Oh, yeah. It was, I think, Kairi Sane.
Yeah.
Did a super kick to Roxanne Perez, and it was that exact thing. Like, she, like, hit it, caught her, like, right here, and then Roxanne Perez is playing it off like she hit her in the face. And I'm like, everyone saw that.
Yeah.
Like, the camera was directly on your chest when it hit you in the chest. What are you doing?
There was another spot, I think, I forget what show it was on, but it wasn't the super kick, but it was like the Trish kick, but I don't think it was Trish Stratus, or maybe it was that match, and it clearly didn't hit. Person still went down, and the ref's like, or the announcer was like, I don't think she got all of it. I'm like, she didn't get any of it.
Yeah, she didn't get any of it.
And
I do appreciate at least the announcers nowadays
kind of pointing.
They'll like point it out and they'll try to help play it off to the crowd, but because like back in the day they'd be like, "Oh my god, he just destroyed her face with that." He hit her in the ribs, right? JR would have, "Oh my god, slobber knocker," you know.
Yeah,
but any hoozle.
Well, that brings us to
Blockbusters. Nice.
We got some movies.
We do. We got some movies. We
more
got
movies
a
and
show.
Shows.
Yeah. All right. Well, and then we got one more show on Fred.
Yep.
So first up, we have caught stealing. The synopsis for this is Hank Thompson was a high school baseball phenom who can't play anymore, but everything else is going okay. He's got a great girl, tends bar at a New York dive, and his favorite team is making an underdog run at the pennant. When his punk rock neighbor Russ asks him to take care of his cat for a few days, Hank suddenly finds himself caught in the middle of a motley crew of threatening gangsters. They all want a piece of him. The problem is he has no idea why. As Hank attempts to evade their ever-tightening grip, he's got to use all his hustle to stay alive long enough to find out. The cast of this is Austin Butler, Zoe Kravitz, Matt Smith, Regina King, and Liev Schreiber. The release date will be August 29th of this year, and it will be out in theaters. Theaters, if you will.
Theatre. In the cinemas. In the cinemas.
Yeah, the cinema.
This was just like, it gives me Smoking Aces vibes.
I was just going to say, it gives me Smoking Aces types of vibes, too. But also kind of Anchorman.
Yes. Yeah.
Like they have all the different news crews. Yeah. He's getting chased by all these fucking different groups of people.
Agreed. And it was just like, it's just no nonsense comedy, extra violent show. It looks gritty, and I'm here for that.
Yeah, I thought it was a refreshing throwback kind of, right? Like it's because I don't feel like we've gotten one that's, we've gotten a couple things that I think we've kind of pulled like the Smoking Aces vibe out of,
like Freaky Tales.
Yeah, but this is kind like
nose on.
I feel like this is like right there.
Yeah, no,
smack dab in it.
Agreed. Mortal Kombat 2. We were just talking about Street Fighter and the casting in that, and we alluded to Mortal Kombat, the 2021 movie. We got the sequel. We got an official trailer out now. Synopsis goes like this. From New Line Cinema comes the latest high-stakes installment in the blockbuster video game franchise in all its brutal glory, Mortal Kombat 2. This time, the fan-favorite champions, now joined by Johnny Cage himself, are pitted against one another in the ultimate no-holds-barred, gory battle to defeat the dark rule of Shao Kahn that threatens the very existence of the Earthrealm and its defenders. Cast is Carl Urban, starring as Johnny Cage, alongside Adeline Rudolph, Jessica McNamee, Josh Lawson, Ludi Lin, Mikad Brooks, Toddy Gabriel, Louis Tan, Damon Harriman, with Chin Han, Tadanobu Asano as Lord Raiden, Joe Taslim as Baihan, and Hiroki Sanada as Hanzo Hashashi as Scorpion. That was a mouthful. Holy smokes.
Yeah, that was a mouthful.
Sorry about any of the names I butchered there. Release date for this is October 24th of this year, and it's coming out to the theaters. What did you think of the trailer?
Well, first off, I'm happy I clicked the link you put on there, because when you first put this on, you hadn't added the trailer yet. So I was like, oh, what? I was like, they put a trailer out for this? I didn't see that. So I searched for it, and the one I found was it was an actual trailer, but it was like, did you see the one that's just Johnny Cage, and it's like all the different movie trailers and stuff he's been in and all that? That was all I saw. So then when I was driving down and I was like, oh yeah, that's right, I need to watch a couple trailers, I was like, I'm going to click this just in case. And I clicked on it. I was like, good thing I clicked on it, because this is an actual trailer for the movie, not just just like the hilarious teaser trailer from using just Johnny Cage. So, no, dude, I'm so stoked. I thought the first movie of this, a little mindful breathing there. I thought the first movie was phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. I think it's one of the best like video game movies. Like, honestly, it's so good. And so I'm so excited for the second one. I've been stoked for it. When I first saw that Carl Urban was cast as Johnny Cage, I was like, okay, let's go. That's pretty dope. And I don't know, it was fun in this trailer to see so many of the video game callbacks. Just some of the quotes from the game, the Finish Scorpion, him. Right? Just get over here, and then like pulls the inner person out of the suit.
That was cool.
That was dope. Like, you can tell they're really staying true to the video games while making badass movies, and that's really awesome. And to then bring it back to this again, to go full circle with it, it just continues to give me hope for the Street Fighter movie.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I just think it, like, now that you've seen what can be done with video games that are very symmetrical, right?
Yeah.
Like Mortal Kombat and the Street Fighter games are all, they're the same style of game.
Yeah.
And so to be able to turn it into an actual, like,
story
to be able to actually really tell and let it play out on the big screen, it's super awesome. I'm excited for it.
Really excited to have Carl Urban in this as well.
Yeah.
I like that. To your point, it's staying true to it, because Mortal Kombat was like, it was pushing boundaries as a video game coming out.
Yeah.
It was more adult oriented,
Absolutely.
and this trailer definitely feeds into it. It's like the Deadpool of the video game. Video game world.
Yeah, for sure. I would definitely agree with that.
So, really, really excited for this one.
Yeah.
After the Hunt.
Yes.
This one I just caught last second yesterday, and that's why it's on the agenda. Synopsis. After the Hunt is a gripping psychological drama about a college professor who finds herself at a personal and professional crossroads when a star student levels an accusation against one of her colleagues, and a dark secret from her own past threatens to come into light. Cast is Julia Roberts, Ayo Edebiri, and Andrew Garfield. Release date is in October. Didn't have an official date for that. And then it's going to be out in theaters.
This movie looks... I'm trying to think of, like... Since I watched the trailer, I've been kind of racking my brain as to, like, what this kind of resembles for me, like what I can kind of compare it to. But it's, to a point, kind of in a field of its own, I think. Because there's so many stories involved with this in it, and the cast of this is
top notch.
Yeah. So I did think it was funny when it, like, the trailer starts and he's like, maybe because your generation, and it's Ayo talking to Andrew Garfield's character, and I was like, wait, what? But then I'm like, yeah, I guess Andrew Garfield's in his mid 40s.
Yeah.
And she's like early 20s.
Yeah.
Like, they're like 20 years apart. Like, but I just don't think of Andrew Garfield being that old, because he doesn't look that old, and I just still think of him being Peter Parker. But I mean, he was probably in his mid 30s when he was playing Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Right. So he's always been kind of one of those that plays a younger character, even though he's significantly older than that.
Yeah.
Right. So I just thought, I was like, oh yeah, it really made me rethink, like, shit, yeah, he's probably closer to Julia Roberts' age than he is her age.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm excited for this. I think
feel like it hits on a lot of real points in today's society, and that closing line of it, not everything is supposed to make you feel comfortable, was just like the chef's kiss to that. It looks intense, uncomfortable, and I'm here for it. Dude. Julia Roberts in it, it's going to be good. You add in Andrew Garfield, who's really always feeds into his, like, he has really good emotional chops, and you definitely got that in this trailer.
Yes.
So, looks really good. I'm really, really excited. This one, after watching it, one of my more anticipated ones.
Yeah.
Going over to series.
Alrighty. We got the 5th and final season, son of a bitch, of Stranger Things. Right? And I don't know if are you a Stranger Things fan? That was hard to say. Stranger Things fan?
I have not watched any of it, and I was going to allude to this. I am always very behind on, like, the fad shows. Like, I wasn't watching Game of Thrones.
You haven't watched this.
I wasn't watching Game of Thrones when it first came out. Like, I started the 3rd season.
I did the same thing. Like, literally the same thing. I started watching it on season 3. Any hoozle. I'm shocked that you haven't watched this show, dude.
Yeah.
It is 100% like right up your alley. It's like science fiction horror.
I've been meaning to watch. It's been on my to watch list on Netflix and forever.
It is so fucking good.
Yeah.
So definitely, you gotta fucking watch this shit. Synopsis for the 5th season. The fall of 1987. Hawkins is scarred by the opening of the rifts, and our heroes are united by a single goal: find and kill Vecna. But he has vanished. His whereabouts and plans unknown. Complicating their mission, the government has placed the town under military quarantine and intensified its hunt for Eleven, forcing her back into hiding. As the anniversary of Will's disappearance approaches, so does a heavy familiar dread. The final battle is looming, and with it, a darkness more powerful and more deadly than anything they faced before. To end this nightmare, they'll need everyone, the full party, standing together one last time. The cast of this is the full cast of the show is back for this. Everyone that is, still left at the end of season 4. Plus Linda Hamilton.
I saw her.
Yeah, Linda Hamilton
in the
is going to be in the 5th season of this. The release date, it is releasing in 3 parts. It is releasing the first part on, and I don't know, I didn't read, I'm sure it's out there, I just didn't look it up, how many episodes, because I guess it's not really a dire information, but 3 parts. The first part will be out November 26th. The second part will be out December 25th, so a month later, and then just a week later, December 31st will be the final part. So it will the entirety of Stranger Things will be available to stream by the beginning of 2026.
Wow.
All within the last month of this year. So, and it obviously, if anyone that doesn't know, it's a Netflix show. It's a Netflix original show, so it will be out on Netflix.
Perfect. I mean, trailer looks great, and I've seen trailers from previous seasons, and I don't know why I haven't watched it. I want to, and I've heard all about how good it is. I just haven't made the time to watch it, so I'll make the time.
You should definitely watch it.
I got plenty of time.
I would say get fully caught up to be able to then watch the 5th season as it's coming out. We could even talk about it.
I like it.
Fred
Robin.
Yum.
Follow up, rumors, and early development. We got one thing on this. It's WWE Unreal. We got an official release date and a new trailer for it. We got a little teaser trailer. Mm-hmm. We got a little more details of this, and it looks really current from the trailer.
Yeah, it does.
But it's coming out July 29th. We knew it was coming out July, but not an official date. Mm-hmm. So July 29th, end of July. What'd you think of the trailer?
I mean, just like what we talked about before when we first talked about this on here, I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a really cool thing, and I think a line in the trailer that kind of hits home, and I think is really important for this, was Triple H saying once you see what's going on behind the curtain, I don't know how you can't fall in love with this product. Mm-hmm. And I think that's I'm obviously already in love with the product and I have been for pretty much my whole life. Yeah. So that's not a problem for me, but I think for people that might not understand it, if they were to give this a shot, I could easily see this type of thing hooking new audiences. And I think that's probably the obvious goal here, right? Yeah. We're getting farther and farther and farther and farther away from kayfabe of the 80s and 90s. And I think this is just that next step into really just opening the doors and letting people see behind the curtain there. And I think it's just a exciting thing to be able to see the inner workings of what all goes into the production of what the show is. Yeah. I think my favorite part of the trailer though was the very ending. CM Punk. Hey Charlotte, you ever shit your pants in the ring? She's like, no. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
I may have peed.
Maybe peed. Now we're talking. That was awesome. Yeah. I was like, that's hilarious. Because they're just it's going to allow you what we've never seen before, and that's the human side of all of these actors and characters, right? Yeah. Which is, I don't know, I think it's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
So
I still am do I really want to see behind the curtain? I'm obviously going to watch it, but I always think back to watching the hype videos of when they snuck the Hardy Boys into WrestleMania, and it was showing behind the scenes of them getting up and sneaking in. I'm I want to see more of that, and they never really and this is that chance now, like right now. So if I wanted to see more of that, then you want to see this show. So
and like to go to your point of like, do you really want to see behind the curtain? Like, do you really want to see how your sausage is made? That old saying, right? I think for something like this, and with where we're at now, just in terms of the world that we're living in and what this product is now, like I said, we're so far now away from kayfabe. Mm-hmm. Like, there's still a little bit, but I think like we have started to slowly peel that Band-Aid off over the last 20 years. Mm-hmm. Now it's at the point where it's like, just fucking rip it off. We all know it's not real. We know it's fake. We know it's acting. Nobody, I don't think there's anybody other than maybe kids that physically can't comprehend that idea. Yeah. That there's no adult watching wrestling like, oh my God, this is real. Right. And if you are,
you're real to me,
you're an idiot. Right. Like actually, like if you are actually thinking that, these guys are actually kicking each other in the face and flying through the air off ladders at No, like it's all planned. We know this. Yeah. Like we're not idiots. We know what we're watching. It's entertainment, and that's why we watch it. Yeah. Right? It is a action-packed soap opera. Yeah. That's essentially what it is. So now it's just like, let's fucking go into what's going on behind the scenes. So that's where I'm like, I think I'm fine with this. There's not really a part of me that's like, do I wanna? Because I don't think there's all that much left of the novelty of hiding anything. Yeah. Right. So it's like, what are they hiding from us that we don't already know, or at least at the very least assume already? You know what I mean? So
one thing I'm excited for is it looks like there's a lot leading into WrestleMania of this year. Yeah. And I felt like we thought a lot of things were going to happen that didn't happen. Mm-hmm. So it'll be interesting if they kind of hit on that. And why did Rock not show up at WrestleMania? Yeah. Like, he's in this trailer, so like,
well, I'm excited too because I was gonna say you saw him and Triple H talking obviously in the trailer, and I'm assuming you've seen a lot of different articles and stuff that like they hate each other and they're feuding behind the scenes, and that's why all these things aren't happening or are happening and stuff. And it's like curious to see like if they're gonna, because they obviously see and hear those things too. Yeah. So it's like, are they gonna peel that curtain back at all to give us an insight of like, hey, we're actually like really good at working together. Yeah. Like, we're fine. Yeah. This was the plan the whole time type of thing. And like, if that's the case, then cool. I'm here for that. So.
Exactly.
Special segment.
We got small screen sampler.
Hell yeah.
And this is where we take a show that we've talked about on the show, and we just give an episode to watch and give our thoughts on it, and hopefully either want to watch more or say probably not going to watch that.
Yeah.
So far we haven't had anything that we haven't kept watching, and I will say this is not going to start that trend because I only watched one episode, and the first episode, while being a slow burn, I was in it. Yes. In it from start to beginning, 52-minute episode, and I was hooked from the first scene, and I was ready to watch more. Couldn't because it was so late, but I'm ready to. I can't wait to finish this season.
Yeah, we are. I say we. Lindsay's in.
Oh,
Lindsay. This was one that we covered that she like saw the trailer for while we were watching something else on Peacock at one point, and probably while we were watching Found. Yeah, and she was like, "Oh, that looks good." She's like, "I want to watch that." So then I was thinking, I was like, "Oh, we got small screen sampler." I was like, "Oh yeah, Long Bright River's out." I was like, "Babe, that was one you wanted to watch, right?" And she was like, "Is that the one with the girl cop that is like looking for her sister?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Yeah, I wanted to watch that." And I was like, "All right, cool." Yeah. I was like, "Well, we got to start it this week because I just posed it as our special segment." And so we watched the first episode, and then we watched the second episode, and then the next night we watched like 2 episodes. We've been staying up till like almost midnight watching episodes, and so I think we've watched like 2 episodes a night, so I think we've watched 6.
Okay, so
I
you're
think
almost done. Two more.
Yeah, I think because there's only 8, right?
Yeah.
I think we watched episode 6, or we're starting episode 6.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but yeah, it's fucking good. The show's really good. I love it because I love Law and Order SVU is one of my all-time favorite shows, and it is like one thing with Law and Order SVU is like, for the most part, they have some overarching storylines that span seasons, right? But for the most part, each episode is a new story. It's a new case or multiple new cases, whatever the situation is, right? And what I like about this is it's on the same level as that show, but now it's, focusing more on a patrol cop that is just getting involved in this, has some personal interest in it, and we're elongating the storytelling here on specific cases, which I think is cool. Yeah, and I think that's just something that just the formula of Law and Order doesn't necessarily allow for. Like I said, they have specific storylines and episodes that do span multi-episode, arcs, but this is what the whole show's about, is digging deep into this, and I love it. I think the show is awesome, and there are some things and some revelations that you will be experiencing in the near future, Tim.
Yeah, I'm excited. This also had piqued Haley's interest. I put it on last night to watch, and she was watching throughout, and she's like, well, now I'm curious. I want to know what's going to happen.
I know, that was Lindsay was the one that she was like, what? They ended, like, the first episode. She was like, what? That's how they ended it? She's like, we got to watch the next one. And I was like, all right.
It feels like a movie, like the way it's shot. And like I said, it was a slow burn, but in such a good way. And I really, really, really was enjoying that one.
Yeah.
I'm
Amanda
excited.
Seyfried in this is phenomenal.
Incredible.
She's so good.
It's crazy,
and it just gets better and better.
It's crazy to think she's the girl from Mean Girls.
I know, right? Yeah, Mean Girls, Dear John. Yeah, right?
And then coming to this, so really, really enjoyed this. Blockbusters question of the week. I asked this one. We're a little over halfway now, but halfway check-in. What has been your favorite movie of 2025 so far? And what is your most anticipated movie for the second half? Yeah. Just give me both, and then I'll go.
I went and treated myself to a little solo movie date this week.
Okay.
And so just me, went and saw a movie on Wednesday. Okay. And I went and saw 28 Years Later.
Oh.
And have you seen that yet?
Not yet.
No. I'm putting that as my favorite movie of 2025 so far.
I like it.
It was, in so many ways, not what I expected. And in so many ways, it was so fucking good. Mm-hmm. It was phenomenal. Nice. So, yeah, that's what I'm putting without giving anything away. Obviously, I know it's still relatively new. So, my most anticipated movie for the second half, I'm just going to go Fantastic Four. First Steps. That's where I'm going to go with it. I think as we keep getting closer and closer to the end of this month, and I know that's only like next week that it comes out, I'm just like so much more excited for it than I was like a month ago. Yeah. So that's where I went.
Nice. I like it.
Little on the nose there, I guess, but Marvel's the reason we started this fucking podcast. So
no, I like it. I do.
Marvel and wrestling and bourbon, obviously, but in the movie side of it, Marvel's the reason.
Yeah. All right. My favorite movie of the year so far, Minecraft.
Yeah.
Minecraft. I literally had so much fun.
I almost put that, but then I was like, fuck, 28 Years Later was so good.
Yeah. And there's just things I haven't seen, and it might not have been my favorite, but of all the movies I've seen that came out this year, a Minecraft movie was the top one so far. Yeah. It was so much fun. I enjoyed it so much. Think about it a lot. My most anticipated movie for the second half of this year is Weapons.
Yeah, that was another one that was up there on my list, but There's something about that movie that I'm like scared about. I'm like actually like I think of it, I'm like fuck, I'm excited, but I'm also like, oh god. The ad for it played while we were watching Long Bright River the other night, and it came on, and the little kid's voice starts talking, and because it's like the newer trailer for it, right? And I was like glanced over because Lindsay was like looking at her phone because it's, you know, she'll scroll during commercials on Peacock. Yeah. But that started happening and she looked up, and I just looked at her and I said, don't watch this. And she was like, just went right back down to her phone. I was like, you don't want to watch this trailer. Yeah. This one will fuck. Like, I was like, if you even watch the trailer for this, babe, you're not probably sleeping tonight. This one is one that will fuck you up. Yeah. I'm stoked for that too.
Yeah. There's a lot of good movies coming out this second half, but that one, just the trailer, got me so intrigued.
Yeah, dude.
So, yeah.
So excited. Hell yeah, brother.
Wraps up episode 59.
59, we're almost to 60. Almost to 60. We can almost apply for AARP.
Let's fucking go.